All right, I'm ready.
All right, sounds good. How do you want to do this? You want to introduce me or what?
Yeah, sure. All right. Hey, YouTube, it's me, Stefan Goldberg, and I'm here today with Aficionados Chris, and yeah. So, how are you today, Chris?
I'm doing fantastic, wonderful. Stefan Goldberg. You should all subscribe to him. Check out his channel. He got me. He must be good. He's
Yeah,
darn good, isn't he?
exactly. I was really looking forward to talking to you. I've watched like so many of your videos. I was really just like very happy to like actually have a chance to speak to you with it actually.
Oh shucks. Yeah, I'm just glad anyone watches my stupid ass videos.
Hey, your videos are entertaining. I wouldn't say that they're not stupid.
Self-deprecation is my thing, my friend.
So I just wanted to ask you. Actually, this is one question I wanted to ask you. What got you into making YouTube videos?
Uh, a variety of different things. I think, like anybody, perhaps you, perhaps anyone listening, everyone has multiple inspirations that give them a motivation to do things, turn on a camera, or even buy a camera for one thing. But I'd say there's a YouTuber. Hopefully, some of your listeners or even you know him. Who goes by the name of Zarin Isaac, and
Uh,
he's a YouTuber that does a lot of Blu-ray reviews. And most people say Cool Duder when they think DVD and Blu-ray reviews, which let's be fair, Cool Duder was one of the first to really do it. But I found Zarin Isaac's approach was a lot more inspiring because he really knew his stuff. When he did reviews, he was very in depth, he was very thorough, and he kind of just if he liked something, he really liked it. If he didn't like something, he really didn't like it. And I really liked that. And then because of him, I started watching other people that did similar things. Then I started watching like a video game nerd, and that got me to want to do the scripted stuff when I like put in sketches in the videos, or Spoonie or like Kara. It's just any kind of content producer that I find entertaining. But I'd certainly say Zarin Isaac was the main driving force that made me want to do it in the first place, I'd say.
oh, that's very interesting because actually, the reason why I wanted to do it is because I had like so many things to share. I wanted to tell people what I had, like what I want to review, and like I showed them like, and mostly like what I review or record, like when I do my videos, is something that I also like. But it gets a lot of attention by people out there that actually like the same exact thing as I do.
Oh, that's very good.
Like mostly, to me, I love metal music, so I do a lot of reviews on metal albums, like metal
Yeah, I can
books.
tell from your little profile picture there.
Yeah, that's actually a profile picture I took a long time ago, and to for something to put on my YouTube channel. I really didn't have like a good
It's
picture.
visually appealing, I'll give you that.
Yeah, so
It sells the name. It's like, hey, I'm a metalhead.
yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was getting to. Yes, because
Yeah.
because like if you ever see any of my other videos, I do a lot of videos on like just before I did like an album review of my other favorite band, The Faceless. I did it on both of their albums, Planetary Duality and Autotheism, and actually, so I was surprised that I got like 30 something views in just a couple minutes.
Views, especially when they're astronomical in a few minutes, can certainly throw you off. Especially even today, I still when a video hits like a real amount of like a crazy amount of views. Like I remember the first video that ever did that was the first Muppets movie, the one from 2011. We did a Blu-ray review of
Oh
that,
yeah,
and it got like I think 2,000 hits in a couple hours. I think if I'm remembering that correctly. And we
wow.
didn't expect it to do, like, we knew it was going to do well, but we didn't think it would do as well as it did. It, at the time, ended up being the most successful video up until, like, the top 10 bro YouTubers, which has far since surpassed it. And, every day I make another video that, does even better. It's a good motivation, I'd say.
Oh, that's I see. Also, I not that long ago, I actually saw your video on your review of My Little Pony: Friendship's Magic season 4.
Yes, I finally did that due to high fan demand that I reviewed that particular season.
Oh, because you're lucky you got my attention the most, because I'm also a brony as well.
Oh, really? That's fantastic.
Yeah,
The more, the merrier.
yeah, because I actually I was like always thinking. I saw your other DVD reviews of seasons 1, 2, 3, and I was always saying to myself, when is he gonna get season 4? Because I got season 4 like a really
Well, the funny thing is, I actually had season four for a while. I actually because with the film criticism thing, I actually get a lot of those things in advance. So I actually had that about I think a week or two before it actually came out. we kept putting it off because we were actually scheduled to have Andrew WK make an appearance in the video, but his schedule got a little too convoluted, so we had to postpone it. And then finally I just gave up and said, I'll just release the damn video. People are going to want to watch it anyway, Andrew WK or not.
Yeah, actually, I actually really enjoyed it, your video, because
I'm glad people enjoyed it, despite it had no Andrew WK in it.
It was still better no matter, even if it was with Andrew WK or not, it was still better no matter what.
I don't know, I think Andrew would maybe add a little punch to it, but yeah, there is actually another My Little Pony review in the works. I actually just received the original 86 movie, the one that actually went to theaters back in 1986. Shout Factory is re-releasing it for the first time since 2005 or 2006, I think was the last time it was released on DVD. So it's a big deal. And hopefully there's going to be a review for it tomorrow.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that.
I am as well. It's going to be fun revisiting old 80s cheese memories.
Yeah, there was one show I did watch back, actually. I didn't watch it when I was a kid. I wasn't born back in the 80s, but I watched it when I was young. It was like that old Super Mario Brothers cartoon, actually.
Yes, Super Mario Bros. I actually remember getting a VHS tape of that show from a local thrift store. I mean, my brother bought that going, they made a cartoon?
Oh, yeah, it was called the...
that was the whole thing. We just bought it. We were like, we got to see this.
Yeah,
it was interesting.
Yeah, because I got it from my grandmother back when I was it was a really long time ago, somewhere between when I was in high school. It was called the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was hilariously cheesy, but it's the kind of show you could only make in the 80s.
Yeah, because one of my friends we were watching it all together, and one of my friends said that the live action skit was so cheesy, they made Mario and Luigi so
Well, when you have a wrestler play Mario, that's how seriously can you take that?
Yeah, exactly. I was like just the way he looked was I don't like the way it's looking.
Yeah, that was. I have very fond memories of that wonderfully cheesy show. I really like any show from the 80s. I wasn't even born in the 80s either, but they reran shows like that all the time when I was a kid. I grew up with Thundercats long after it had since ended, but was on syndication on Cartoon Network when I was a kid. And I loved Thundercats. I loved Transformers. I would secretly watch things like My Little Pony.
Yeah, to me, I love watching that show, My Little Pony Friendship's Magic, but sometimes when I want to say it to some people else who really didn't watch the show or haven't actually heard about the whole brony movement, I kind of feel should I say something or not, because I don't know what that person would think about it or not.
It is it certainly is it's very strange, but I think taking my experience, I mean, I probably had the most unlikely experience explaining that to my parents. It sounds like I'm saying yo, mom, dad, I'm okay. It's nothing like that. It's just a cartoon. But my parents had the funniest reaction I always thought, is that when I told them about the show, the first thing they said was, okay, do you want some for your birthday? It didn't even bother them. It was they were completely unsurprised by it. But I grew up watching a lot of weird things to begin with, so to them it was that's not the strangest thing he's ever been into. So, I mean, I'm the one that obsessively collects Blu-rays, so I guess this is kind of normal for them.
I see. No, when I told my parents I actually like the whole My Little Pony thing, they were exactly the same thing too. They were just cool with it. My mom thought everything was cute and everything So yeah, my dad was like, "Oh, that's cute," and my mom was like, "Oh, that's adorable. That's cute. I liked it." And so they were also.
It's important to just not care, because it's just a cartoon.
Yeah, that's exactly
there's no reason, in that documentary, it doesn't really matter which one you watch, but in one of those Barry documentaries, there's so many stories of parents getting freaked out or weirded by their kids watching a cartoon. It's oh, I thought it was gay. A cartoon can't make you gay.
Exactly. That's what I was saying to myself. I was saying, how the hell can a cartoon show make a person into a homosexual? That makes no sense.
Oh, I mean, it depends on the person you're talking to, I suppose.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but it's controversial statements aside.
Yeah, but I always hate all those stereotypes. Everyone always says, "Oh, My Little Pony's for little girls. Oh, if you like the show, then you're gay." I was like, then why can't they just think of it as just a regular cartoon show like everything else and just leave it alone?
I mean, it's no different than I knew people that grew up watching men who would watch shows like Gem and the Holograms and what was an She-Ra? But then again, She-Ra was kind of like it kind of was a spin-off of He-Man. So I guess a lot of, including myself, a lot of people watched it because it was like a semi-continuation of He-Man. But it's not that uncommon. In fact, I feel it shouldn't be considered as taboo a topic as people want to make it out to be. It's just works of fiction. Buffy had female lead characters, and that was created by a man. Yeah, I don't think it has anything to do with that. But it is certainly strange, just because the title alone, it's that sort of, you can't judge it by its title, because My Little Pony does sound rather strange to say that you watch a show with such a exactly what it says on the tin kind of title.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But when I actually the first time I actually got into the to become a fan of the fandom, actually the first thing I did was actually watch the first episode, because one of my friends back in high school told me about the show. I didn't know about it at first, but then when I first started to watch the first episode, I was like to myself, you know what, this is really good. I like the way the story's going, and I like all the characters. They're so cute and adorable, and they just tell everything is just so good about it.
Yeah, if you're just tuning in, welcome to Stefan's Ponycast. You got any more questions for me, my friend? I think we need to move the topic along, because we're going to end up talking about My Little Pony for 30 minutes.
Yeah, and also, this is one thing I want to tell you. I was actually watching one of your videos, and it was at that movie Guardians of the Galaxy. Actually, I like how that I like that intro that you made, that little Blu-ray disc intro.
Yes, that is the song itself is thanks to a big group of people. The instrumental was edited by James Busby. He's an acquaintance of mine who I've met from my friend Sean, who helped write the parody lyrics. He's kind of my Weird Al. He's a satirist.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, it's because he's such a big Weird Al fan. So whenever I need a musical parody, I always go to him for some extra assistance. He's very good. The singing voice was by Noah Villaverde, who's a wonderfully talented individual. He has a YouTube channel dedicated to reviews and music. So check it out if you guys are listening. Green Arc Reviews. He's fantastic. Very critically underrated person. Very talented. Everyone should check him out. But those kind of projects, because I think it's safe to say, Guardians is one of several videos where I put too much work into what I do. I could just do what Stuckman does and just sit down and talk. But the reason I do the sketches for the main reason is because since I'm a sole person, I don't have a crew. I edit all the videos. I write all the scripts. I do everything. Obviously I have some contributors every now and then, but for the most part, I'm kind of a one-man crew. And I started doing the sketches because watching back the videos I would edit, I would just get bored. And so the sketches were kind of to keep my interest. It's that sort of, I made videos that I personally would want to watch as a viewer. So I try to look at the videos when I make them as if I'm just a viewer, not the creator. Because when you're the creator, you can think everything you make is fantastic. But if you view it as a viewer, you're going to be a little more critical, and you're going to want to push yourself further and make it better and better. I know so many people that have that same mentality. I know a lot of creative people that do that, self-deprecate and all that. But yes, Guardians of the Galaxy was fun to make. It was a pain in the ass because I had to spend some extra money to get that particular Steelbook edition of it, but I think it was worth it, at least hopefully.
No, I agree, because I like to get special editions of all my kind of DVDs or.
I try, DVDs. But they're real penny pictures. They can, especially if you don't get them on time, you're going to end up spending at least a good $10 or $20 more on eBay from some third-party seller who bought it, pre-ordered it, and decided to keep it sealed to sell it.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. When I usually want to buy things on eBay, I usually I don't really go for the bidding, because one time I lost a bid on something and I was really.
Oh, never bid, never. Just find someone who doesn't buy it now. It's always the better option, because you'll buy it now. I never understand people that bid. It's such a point. You end up waiting longer than you should. And even if you start bidding, at least in my experience, you're going to end up bidding more than you would have if you just found another listing that had it for a buy it now price. You just wasted so much time.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know this, but actually I collect movie props.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because you ever heard of the horror movie, the Saw franchise?
I'm aware of them. Yes, I've not seen them myself.
But yeah, I actually own like very rare props that were used in that movie. Actually, I also own the scripts, and I'm also very good friends with the person who actually is the manager who gets all the props for the movies and everything.
All right, that's awesome.
Yeah, because I actually met him at this event called the Saw at Sea Cruise. Actually, it was like a cruise dedicated to the Saw movies, where some of the actors and actresses who were in the Saw movies actually came, and we got a chance to talk to them and got to know them better, and like we got signatures and some props, and yeah, we had like a Q&A and also like showing that the movies, the first movie and the last movie, and yeah, it was just such a good time to be with the actors and actresses and like get to know one another on the cruise.
It must have been tons of fun, especially as a fan.
Yeah.
It is very surreal when you get to meet people that you either looked up to, or even more surreal, I'd say, especially because, as you know, I've interviewed people and I've actually worked with many voice actors in the voice acting community, like Steve Bloom in the Cowboy Bebop review, who's a personal hero of mine. And I interviewed Bob Billingsley for Cowboy Bebop. The weirdest thing is that, like, after I do things like that, right, where I get an actor who I used to watch, especially if it was like a Digimon actor who I saw, watching television back when I was 9 years old. And then I like go back and watch the thing again. It's like, I have a weird perspective because I work with that guy. And it just kind of like, in a good way, it takes me out of it for a few minutes. Like, oh yeah, I spoke to that guy. And it's kind of the same when you go to like conventions, because then like, you get to shake their, you physically see them, you can shake their hand, get a picture. And then you go home, it's like, well, now I can't really, like, when I watch Bottle of Pony, I can't help but think, I put my arm around Pinkie Pie. Like, that's the weird thing. But it's always very cool.
Yeah, because I had that same exact feeling, too. Like, when I, right after the convention at the Saw at Sea Cruise, I was also watching one of my favorite Saw movies, and I was, like, saying to myself, I met that guy. I know I'm good friends with him now. Like, really, it's like so freaky. Like, and he plays like a mean person, but I'm like, I can never see him as a mean person. I always see him as that person I met on the cruise.
It must be the same when people meet Robert Englund. It probably must be weird when they watch the Nightmare movies afterwards.
Oh, I can tell you this. Like, you ever heard of a convention called Monster Mania?
I think I've heard of it. Yeah. I have a lot of horror monster film buffs in my collective of friends, so it's probably been tossed around.
No, but I can tell you this: like, he is at Monster Mania, he is huge. Like when I went to Monster Mania not that long ago, but I can tell you that his line was out the door. Like it's like out the door all the way to like.
Well, I mean, it's Freddy friggin' Krueger. Of course, it's out the door. He's popular anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. But one other thing I want to tell you. Have you ever heard of the Texas Chainsaw movies?
I have seen the original. I have not seen either sequels or remakes, but I am very familiar with the first film.
Because I was actually there for the Leatherface reunion for Texas Chainsaw, so I had a chance to meet the couple of the actors who played Leatherface in the third movie, the second movie, and also the new one, the new 3D movie that came out in.
Oh shit! They made another one.
Yeah. It's actually it's called Texas Chainsaw 3D.
That's original.
But apparently, actually, the funny thing is that when I about that Saw at Sea Cruise I just told you, actually one of the guests who was there was actually the actor who played Leatherface in the new Texas Chainsaw movie.
Oh, that's actually pretty weird.
Yeah, that's one thing I was thinking. I was like, why is a character from Texas Chainsaw on the Saw Cruise? But apparently he was actually considered to be a nice person, and I got to know him very well. And
they're just acting, so I would like to think most of them are like really great people. I hear very few like bad stories of meeting actors or directors or crap like that.
No, okay, but I don't know what you mean actually, because I never had that experience, but
I haven't either. Surprised, I haven't had that, at least not yet. I hope not, and I hope I haven't given that off to people who have met me and like, oh, I like your videos, because I actually have met a few fans. At a convention I actually went to, which I'm actually going back to, BabsCon in San Francisco.
Oh yeah, because I'm actually going to 2 conventions actually this year. I'm going to next month in February. I'm going to the one in New York, and the Big Apple PonyCon.
Yes, I was invited to do press for that, but I had to cancel because I just can't afford to fly out to New York.
Because yeah, I live in New York actually, so the time difference is
Well,
a
that's
little bit weird.
convenient for you then.
Yeah, and also on August I'm going to be going to BronyCon in Baltimore, Maryland.
That is the pinnacle right there. You'll probably have tons of fun.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it because ever since I watched the documentary Bronies, the extremely unexpected adult fans of My Little Pony, I really wanted to go to the con myself. When I saw the documentary, I was like, "This is awesome! I have to go."
Yeah, my mother said the same thing when she saw that documentary.
Yeah, I actually own both documentaries. The first one I just said, and the other one, the Brony Tale.
Yeah, I think A Bright Tale's a vastly superior film.
Yeah, because that was like I actually watched it with one of my friends, and he told me that the first documentary was better because the second one really was just. He didn't say it was like a documentary. He said it was more like just Ashley Ball's backstory.
Probably. Oh, phone?
The phone's ringing.
Where is it? Oh, crap. Well, I'll hook it up, and we'll have it ring in here. Don't you worry.
That might mean that mom and dad, though, because they always do the
Might be.
ring.
I
So this will support.
shall. Cut that whole bit out. Don't you worry about that. Yes, that was my sister. Oh, it's ringing again? Crap. Give me one moment.
All right, go ahead.
Pick it up. Fucking effort. Goddamn time is what it was.
Those were not words.
Those were not fucking words. Fucking telemarketers. All right, move on with your questions, my friend.
All right, thank you. But I can understand your problem. My mom does the same thing too. Like I'm usually in the middle of something, and then like I'm like, "Oh, mom, I was in the middle of making a video."
Mom, don't.
I always said something like perfect, but then I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta record it again."
You gotta start all over.
Yeah, exactly. Even if I said like the thing I really wanted to say perfectly, but then the second time I change it around. So
you're gonna have a lot of editing to do.
No, I gotta tell you that you got me at the perfect time. I just came home from school not that long ago.
That's good. That's fantastic. I have good timing, I suppose.
Oh yeah, I did because I was planning to come home early because I knew that I had to do this today, so I didn't want to miss anything.
Glad I could give you some motivation.
Oh, thank you. No, because I was like very hyped today. I was like, oh man, I can't wait for this interview. I'm so excited. Because like,
here it is.
I
Which
know, right?
we shall continue. Take two.
All right. Okay. Let me tell you this. You watch Adult Swim, right?
I can't nowadays because I don't have cable, but I was obsessed with Adult Swim in my teenage years.
What would have to
some
be
of my all time favorite shows were on Adult Swim. And they still are.
What would you say is your favorite Adult Swim show?
When I first started watching it, that was Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, that's that one.
But I can't. I mean, in the later years, there were a lot of shows that I was not as big. Like I never cared for Assy McGee. People are very split on that one. I really detested Minora Team. I thought it was really bad, and apparently so did a lot of other people. But I don't know. I think I've had to think about it. The ones that I think still age very well. I really loved Harvey Birdman and Sea Live 2021. The people who actually made Sea Live 2021 went on to make Archer, which is one of the best animated shows on right now. But ones that are currently airing, it's cliche, but god damn it, it's amazing. Rick and Morty is probably the best show that's aired on Adult Swim in a very long time.
I've watched that a few times, actually. I did get a laugh out of that a lot
of times. It is hysterical. It is. I don't even know how they do it, but it is absolutely hilarious. It never stops being funny. I think Rick and Morty, at least right now, currently airing shows, Rick and Morty is definitely up there. I tried to watch some of the new episodes of Aqua Teen, and it's getting kind of stale. No pun intended. But
I understand.
It's still a funny show, but maybe it was that kind of it was funnier when I was 16, and because it's stoner comedy, but it still makes me chuckle from time to time.
Because I can tell you this, my absolute favorite show on Adult Swim is Metalocalypse.
I was actually never a big fan of Metalocalypse. I saw the appeal, but it was never really my type of humor. I think the problem was it's clear why you're a big fan, but you had to be a metalhead to really get the humor.
Yeah, that's the reason
why. My knowledge of metal music was very, very limited, so I didn't quite get the humor, but I understood why it was so enjoyable, because I get the satire. It's a satire of a subject I'm not particularly familiar with.
Because I got like very addicted into the show. Like I watched all the seasons. I've watched rock opera. I bought all the CDs, like the Death album 1, 2, and 3, and the rock opera album.
That's a dedicated fan. But I was the same with Aqua Teen. I actually saw the Aqua Teen movie in theaters on opening weekend. That's how dedicated I was, and I wasn't even old enough to be able to see it. I had to sneak in to see the damn thing.
I see. Because
that's dedication.
Now, also, there's also another thing. I don't know if you know this, but I think you do know. The creator of the show, Metalocalypse, Brendan Small, he actually created a guitar that's actually right now that's out. That's called the Thunder Horse, and it's like gray and like black on it, and it's like has on the end of the guitar the word Thunder Horse, and it's actually like the Death Clock guitar that the character in the show actually has too.
Yeah, I knew Brendan Small. In fact, maybe this is why I was never a big fan of Metalocalypse, because I knew Brendan Small for Home Movies, which I thought was a hilarious and fantastic show. And then Metalocalypse came out. I was like, Brendan Small's new show, Metalocalypse. And I thought, I loved Home Movies. I think I want to check this out. And I just like, I get it, but it's not as good as Home. I mean, for me, it was like, it wasn't as good as Home Movies. But it seems weird because Home Movies, his character was him. Like, he played a character named Brendan Small in Home Movies, and that whole, if you ever saw that show, the whole thing was that he and his friends would make movies because he had admirations to be a film director. And then he makes Metalocalypse, and he's doing all these things like he actually, like, if I recall correctly, he actually tours nowadays either as Metalocalypse or as himself with other people. Like, he's a big music aficionado, and it's always weird considering the fact that Home Movies gave me ideas. Like, I thought he was more of a film buff than he was a music buff, but whatever, I guess.
No, I can tell you that he actually all the music that he made for the show, like for the albums and
it's very good. Like, I'll never deny that.
I listen to it every single day. 'Cause I just love for me as a metalhead, I just love like the hardcore metal and like the. That's what I just like about it. And when I watched the show Metalocalypse itself, I was like really into it because I love the whole.
It's hang, bang, and bitchin'.
Exactly, and also like I always wanted to watch like a TV show that was like around. It was like the whole story was based around a metal band and all their funny antics.
Yeah, well, yeah. Long answer, which we'll try to sum up. Rick and Morty, my favorite Adult Swim show.
Mm-hmm. And, also, that guitar I just told you, actually, I just got that for Christmas not that long ago.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, because so to me, I always say I am such a dedicated fan to the show. I have like almost everything to do with this.
Well, I mean, I got the extremely rare and hard to find cassette tape version of the Awesome Mix Volume 1 for Guardians of the Galaxy. I got that I don't even know how the hell my brother got that, but he got it for me as a Christmas gift, and that's a proud piece of the collection. So I completely understand the whole dedication to fandom, especially getting that awesome collector's thing at Christmas.
Oh yeah, because like but there was one thing actually that I was disappointed about actually. The guitar on the logo said Epiphone, but apparently on the show itself says Gibson, so I couldn't get the Gibson one because the Gibson one was like almost close to
that friggin' phone again. Just pick it up. Pick it up. this phone is working now. That's better. Yeah, fucking blimey. Blimey fucking phone. Yes, that phone. It'll be the death of me.
Oh, don't worry. I mostly get some calls like that sometimes. Apparently, it's just random people, when I just hang up on it, I'm like, leave me alone. I'm doing my thing here. Can you see?
Doing my thing, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Moving on to your next question, if you have any.
Oh, I do actually. I have a lot of questions. Cause I
Hi.
not like a lot, like a homework assignment, like 15 book assignment. No, I'm that. No, it's just that. Oh yeah. Also, I was also watching one of your videos actually or something. I'm trying to remember what it was. I think it was like an episode review actually or something. And I gotta say it was really well made.
Episode review. I'm assuming that was probably ponies.
Yeah, something like that. Because sometimes
there's three of those. There's Horse Forming Eve, Bats, and Pinky Pride.
Yeah,
Pinky Pride, I think, is the most popular.
Oh yeah, because that one I saw you did that with your friend Sean Webby, and I actually gotta say that whole skit of him like holding the picture that says Megan McCarthy, I laughed like so hard on that.
Yes, that was a fun little thing to write and produce. My favorite thing about that is always I like the way the whole choir thing is edited, because every time it cuts right back, it continues exactly where that song left off, no matter where he is or what he's doing.
Yeah, it was like,
and it was sort of my somewhat homage to the Monty Python and the Holy Grail, where that iconic running gag. If you've ever seen that movie, there's this scene in there where from a distance, I forget which character it is, I believe it was John Cleese, is running over a hill, but every time they cut back to him, it's the same shot over and over again with the exact same drum beat. I actually spoofed that excessively in Attack on Titan Part 2, where we use the exact same drum beat and basically the same gag. Because I think every person who does comedy owes a little of it to Monty Python.
Because I see. Also, I watch a lot of when you were talking about Attack on Titan, I watch a lot of animes too. Did you ever watch the anime Full Metal Alchemist?
I did. I believe it was on Adult Swim. I was never a fan, but much like Metal Alchemist, I saw the appeal. Although many of my fans have constantly emphasized that I should see Brotherhood instead, because apparently, I'm going off of what I've been told, Brotherhood is apparently a kind of a remake of Full Metal Alchemist, because apparently Full Metal Alchemist went off on like its own storylines, because Japan does this weird thing where like they'll adapt mangas into animes while the mangas are still being produced, and if the manga goes on longer than the anime, then they'll end up having to wait for the manga story to continue to try to adapt, and then they'll start their own stories. Dragon Ball Z was famous for it, filler episodes essentially. And so apparently Brotherhood was a more accurate adaptation of the manga, and it's apparently considered better for new people to watch the show, because I'll never underestimate it. It does have a good story, but I just never could get into it the same way I got into something like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, because the reason why I got into Full Metal Alchemist is that one of my friends, his name is Joe, and he was saying, "Oh, Stefan, you gotta watch this anime." So I was like, "All right," and then we watched it together, the whole thing, and I got like really hooked into it. I really just liked that the whole like story behind like they lost like their bodies, and like they have like Alphonse, his brother, lost his like whole body, and Edward just lost his arm and leg, and I just got so into that. I was like thinking like that's such a good like plot story, and then towards I'm not gonna spoil anything, but towards the ending.
I am glad that you considered that.
Because I don't like spoilers. When I see spoilers, I get pissed off because I'm ruining it for myself. And I was like, what I was saying was like at the end of the Brotherhood one, at the end I was like, it was very satisfying because I actually liked that ending very well, because it was like something I want to see.
Yeah, I do have Brotherhood on my Netflix queue, so I do actually have intentions to watch it. The last anime I watched recently in its entirety, at least a show I hadn't seen before, because I watched Cowboy Bebop again because the Blu-ray review, so I got to revisit it. But I actually saw for the first time Samurai Champloo, which is the series, which is also by Shinichiro Watanabe, who was the creator of A Cowboy Bebop. He actually has another show recently. I don't know if it's over yet. I can't remember, but he has another show called Space Dandy that I've also been watching heavily. That's the one I'm currently on right now, but I'm clearly not done with it. I think I just finished the first half of the series.
Oh yeah, I started watching that actually when it first aired on Cartoon Network. Actually, I was like, when I just wanted to when I wanted to watch it. Actually, when I first saw it aired on like the commercial on Cartoon Network, I was like, why not give it a shot? And like all of a sudden, I started watching every single episode, and I finished the first season.
It's very entertaining and absolutely hilarious.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed it myself. Some things I was like when I was watching some episodes, like towards some things, I was like, okay, what the fuck just happened? Like everything feels so trippy all of a sudden.
Like, so, it is from Japan, so you can expect things to happen.
Yeah, because I have an anime club in my school, and like we watch a few animes I have never seen before, and like just 2 days ago, not 2 days ago, I mean just but I think it was yesterday. Yeah, we watched this anime. I forget what it was called. It was about this girl and this dog, and like this guy got killed at a restaurant, and then all of a sudden he was addicted to books. So then like he said he can't die without reading that last book, and like then his soul got transferred to a dog, and then like this one girl went and to get him at the dog store, and it's very freaky. Like she was like trying to kill him and everything.
That is fucked up.
Yeah, it is. I'm not kidding. Like, and I forget what the name of it is, but if you look at the picture of that anime, like everyone in my anime club was saying, like, it looks like she's fucking the dog.
Well, thank you, Japan.
Like really, it's like really disturbing. And also, there's the second anime we watched was like this I don't know, I forget what it was called because some of these names are like very hard to pronounce and say, and but it was like this.
Well, of course.
Yeah, but there was this like alien that was inside, like that was inside people's bodies, like and it takes them in, and like if you like and like it takes control of their brain, and they do like crazy shit and all that, and like. In the anime, the alien of the main character, like the alien gets inside of his hand, and throughout like the entire, like not the entire episode, like half the episode, like his hand is like that alien, so it has like an eye and everything, and it's like I can't really explain it well, like, but it was to me, I was like where is this gonna go? Because I was like, is this just gonna be like him, like with this alien hand, like it's gonna have to like do things and whatnot, but I was just very confused about these two animes we were watching at that other day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was not the first time I actually joined an anime club. I had one also in high school.
I remember I had friends who kind of talked me into one, and there were some good shows. But like I've tried to emphasize that I do review anime, and I don't hate the genre, but I'm definitely not as invested in it as some people are. I mean, I'm obviously not. I guess the word isn't otaku, but it's also because I'm kind of a snob when it comes to that particular genre. I'm very, very picky. Because even to date, like Funimation is really the only anime company I work with, and I receive tons of they're always releasing a new anime that they've acquired, and I gotta say I've only kept like today. I think I've only really enjoyed about 20% of the ones they've sent. Because most of them are really boring, really cliche, and I mean that in a bad way. Like, sometimes it's an anime like, I've seen this 100 times already. Fan service, Ekis, or whatever the fuck they're called. Whatever those, like, they always say never judge something by its cover, but when I see that on the front cover is one boy and 7 girls, it's like, I don't think I want to watch this.
Yeah, it's a harem anime, like
a harem. Yeah. Yes, that's what they call it.
Yeah, because
harems and fan service. I think to date I've only given 2 fan service shows decent reviews, and those were Strike Witches and Freezing. And they've got problems, but I really like their stories. I will say the fan service stuff I could have done without, but yeah, the stories were pretty good. At least, I don't know, for me. That might differ. I don't know what the general consensus is. Then again, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I understand. Actually, I also got interested in this one anime this year. Actually, my friend just told me he watched like the entire whole thing, but I decided to actually give it a chance because I really liked some one thing about this anime. It was called Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Yes, I actually reviewed the two of the films that came out, Evangelion 1.11 and 2.22.
Oh, yeah,
I've never seen the original series, unfortunately, but it's considered, at least by many critics, it's considered one of the greatest animes of all time.
oh yeah, because my dad told me in the 1990s, that was considered to be one of the most popular animes in Japan. Like not just because the robot mechs, but they said about the story.
Sounds like someone's trying to get your attention.
Oh no, that's not the phone. That's just the dishwasher that makes that sound.
It's a transformer.
No, but also, have you ever seen there's actually another rebuild film. It's actually called 3.33.
I have. Well, it's not here in the States yet, so I haven't seen it. A lot of people don't know this. I would like to think more people do, but one of my snobbish things about anime is that I don't watch pirated anime. Like, I won't watch something if it's not dubbed in English. And that's a personal preference simply because that when I watch anime, if it's really good, I'm usually very sucked into its characters and its visuals, especially if it's a Miyazaki film.
Oh, Miyazaki.
And I have this attention, not like deficit problem, but I can't look and read and watch at the same time. I can do that with some things. I can do that with foreign films. But the problem with anime is because they have less words than we do. So, like, a sentence to them can be just, like, 4 words. So you could, like, I remember trying to watch one, and a whole, like, 2 sentences at the bottom of the screen, like, kind of just flashed away before I could even read the whole thing. I was like, whoa, what the fuck did they just say?
Yeah, I had that moment once, too.
To me, I can't, because I want to get invested with the stories. I can never, and I've tried. I genuinely have tried. I could never, ever watch Cowboy Bebop in its original language. I have tried. I just do not like it as much. But then again, I've heard from a lot of people like Cowboy Bebop is one of those rare examples where people actually do prefer the English dub. Because I know there's all that debate over subbing and dubbing and
I had that
this
too.
and that, and I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
to me, it's no different than dubbing a live. I mean, I think it's far more noticeable when you dub a live action film, and that's why I don't really watch. When I watch a live action film, I watch it in its original language. In fact, one of my all-time favorite movies is a foreign film from Germany, and it doesn't have an English dub. So there's that. It's just anime in particular because it's shorter for one. So it's a lot harder to, at least for me, it's a lot harder for me to remember what's going on because I have to keep looking down to read what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I hate that too. Like when I read subtitles, I'm like, sometimes I don't even look at the screen. I'm like, I want to look at the screen, not have to read the subtitles. And I'm like,
well, I remember I kind of annoyed my friends when they dragged me into this anime club because they were that kind of, we insist on subbing, not dubbing.
Oh,
and I kind of indirectly annoyed my friends because every few seconds I'd have to look over and say, what's going on? Because I really just could not understand what the fuck was going on. And they said, read the subtitles. I'm trying to, but they're going by too fucking fast.
Exactly. Like, at my anime club, like we only watched the Japanese version of it. Like I always say like we were watching this other anime once I watched, not that, like it was like back in high school, like, and like they were watching it in dub, and one of my friends was like, oh, why can't we watch in the original Japanese language? And I was like, because I don't want to have to read subtitles.
Or if it's like Digimon, it's like, well, it only exists in English in America.
Yeah, exactly. Like, have you actually, if you're interested, actually, this is the anime I was talking about. It's called Clannad. Have you heard of it?
Clannad. I think I've heard of that. Yeah, I think it's on. I think that's also considered a top film.
Yeah, because I actually watched that. It's like a love
or
story.
show, whatever. I know I've heard that name. It might have been from one of my anime enthusiast friends who brought it up. She's always recommended. Her name's Chloe. She's always recommended anime, and she's always annoyed when I say, "Is it in English?" Because she knows that that's my pet peeve. But whenever she recommends one, and I always ask, "Is it in English?" Because I will not watch it. I think there was a show that's airing right now that she wants me to see, and I keep going, "Nah, I'll wait till it's in English."
What show is that?
I don't know. It might, I mean, I think there's a new Attack on Titan side story going on right now.
Oh, because which one is it actually? Because
I think there is, because I know there isn't an English dub for it yet, but I think it's out right now. I'm not sure, but whenever there's like one she wants me to check out, like a current anime, it's too early to have had an English dub.
Oh yeah,
and I sometimes do it to be a dick, where I'll just snidely say, "Oh, is it in English?"
No.
And she'll just be like, "No," then I guess I'm not watching it.
Because one of my other friends is the same thing too. Like he only watches dub, not subs, because I don't know why. But,
I'm probably pissing off a lot of anime enthusiasts right now with my comments.
Yeah. Yeah, because
to each his own. I don't care if you watch sub. You shouldn't care if I watch dub. It's a personal preference.
I hate that whole concept of people saying, "Oh, the sub is better, the dub is better." I'm like, and one person said, "Oh, the dub voices are like this." Oh, but I like the sub voices because they sound better.
Indeed, it could. It depends on the actor, though. But that's the weird, surreal thing, is that, like, you can, like, I brought this up to a friend, is that no matter what country it is, it's really hard to judge a performance from someone who doesn't speak your language. Because you don't know if the inflection of what they're saying is off or not, because you don't speak Japanese. Or any language, like German or whatever. It's really, like, that's really hard to determine. I always tell this joke, is like, like when someone like plays like a J-pop song, I say, we could be listening to Japan's equivalent to Justin Bieber, but we wouldn't fucking know, because we don't speak their language, and we don't know if these lyrics are like terrible or if they're sung poorly, because we don't understand what they're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know exactly what you mean. Like
it's really weird, but it's really surreal and kind of fun. It's almost. Ranking foreign films performances is almost impossible if you don't understand the language.
Yeah, exactly. Like I know, like that song that's very popular. I actually hear like a lot of people like it. It was called Gundam Style.
Ah, God.
Yeah, that song.
Yes.
Yeah, and I was always thinking, like, do you know what they're saying? Like, I know you can only understand like the song, like the part of the song that says "sexy lady" and like "ooh Gundam Style." I was like, do you know what else they're saying? Maybe it's like a threat or something, like a threat song.
Well, the song is actually a satire because Gundam is a place, and Gundam Style basically means to be rich and snobby. There's a whole Todd in the Shadows did a whole video explaining what the song is about, so you should actually check that out. I highly recommend.
Yeah, I'll be looking for that.
Yeah,
actually.
If we have because I actually have to skedaddle in a few minutes. I hate to say, but if you have some more questions, throw them at me. We'll do like a lightning round. I'll answer them quickly.
All right, sure. All right, sure. No, I gotta say, like, this is one thing I want to say. Like I've watched a couple of your guest reviews, like other people like that you've been like interviewing. I gotta say, like, I was thinking, how do you get them to actually be on your show?
I ask them.
Oh, you do?
Well, I mean, that's with anybody. If it's someone on YouTube or someone who has an actual profession in like television or film, I just ask them. It's not that hard. So, like, so many people have this sort of perspective that they just don't think they'd be interested. Because I remember the first time I got somebody of any significance, I got John St. John, the voice of Duke Nukem, to do, because he plays Roger Rabbit in my Roger Rabbit review. And it was simply because I went on his website, I got his email, I sent him an email saying, "Hey, I'm doing a Blu-ray review. Would you be interested in playing Roger Rabbit?" He said, "Yeah, I'd love to. Can we do it? So and so." And that's it. I just emailed them. I asked them. They say no, that's that. They say yes, then I give them a script. And it's the same with interviews. I just ask, "Hey, do you have time to do like a quick half-hour interview on Skype?" They'll either say yes or no. In fact, I actually just scheduled an interview with Adam Johnston of Your Movie Sucks. So we're actually looking forward to that. But you asked me, I said yes. So that's how approaching people for interviews and projects is like.
Oh, I see. Because when I really wanted to ask you for a while, because like I was so interested in all your videos, so I want to have a chance to speak to you about how everything is and all that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not that.
And also want
anyone listening to take away from, if you want so and so in your video, ask them. You never know unless you ask. It could be as simple as a yes, but I think there's so many people that are afraid that they're going to get a no. But see, if I had thought that all my life, like, oh, Steve Bloom wouldn't want to be in my video, he'll say no, then I wouldn't have Steve Blum in my video. Because I went out, I called his agent, I asked if he would be interested. We got an email, and he did the whole thing. It never hurt. Like, I think it hurts more to never know than to never do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Hearing no, you at least got an answer. If you never ask, then you'll never know if you could.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. Like, I also saw your other review. Like, you also were like interviewing Saber Spark not that long ago.
Yes, I love Kim Possible a lot. Introduced me to Saber. The funny thing is, a lot of the people I've had on Saturday Shenanigans are actually fans of mine. Like Paleo was brought on. I think I say in the interview is that I brought him on because I found out that people had asked him on his Tumblr if he'd want to be a guest on Saturday Shenanigans. And he said, yeah, but Chris never asks me. And the reason is, like, I never asked him because I just never thought he'd be interested. I never knew he was, like, a fan of my stuff. But, yeah, a lot of the people who get on there, I usually, same thing. I just asked them. In fact, tomorrow we have Crown Prince is going to be on the show.
Oh.
So, I've got a lot of, shit on my plate right now.
Now, I wanted to ask you actually one other question. If there's ever like one Saturday, I was going to ask you, can I join one of your Saturday Shenanigans one day?
Anything is possible, I suppose. It all depends on my schedule when it's going. Because Saturday Shenanigans, unfortunately, does not happen as often as I'd like it to nowadays. Because the hardest thing is finding a good guest who is available and I can talk to for 90 minutes. Especially if it's someone who has a fan base, because I feel it's better when someone has a fan base because then there's like active people in the chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly. I know, but also I was also thinking like there's something. I was thinking, I bet you would be happy actually, very excited actually if Dusty Cat was in one of your videos.
We actually asked him to do Shenanigans, but the sad thing is he works only on weekends. So basically, he could. The only way we would ever have him on Saturday Shenanigans is if we shot it if we recorded on Friday and then released it on Saturday.
Yeah,
kind of cheated. I mean, we could probably put him in a video, but like with any person who makes a cameo, I don't write cameos for the sake of having a cameo. I only write in a cameo if I think it works. It's why when people say, "Why haven't you had so and so in a video," it's like, because I don't see a purpose. They have to make sense. The reason why the people who have been in videos are in those videos because they just made sense to me. Eileen Monty was in, today she's been in 2 videos. We don't count her interview, but she was in the Lego Movie one because I thought, I need someone who can sing really well. She can sing really well. And with the Muppets one, the whole joke was to make fun of the celebrity cameos. So I thought, let's get 2 YouTube cameos who can, who are funny and silly and can sing. And I thought Anthony C. and Eileen Monty. And that's what we did. It's only about what makes the most sense in context, not let's have them cameo because they are who they are. There's more that goes into casting a cameo than one would think.
Yeah, because let me think what else I was gonna say. Not that long ago, I think I also saw your interview with I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. His name was Josh Scorcher or something.
Josh Scorcher, yes. Josh was another one who actually knew who I was, which was kind of weird. I love Kim Possible a lot. Also introduced me to him, so she actually helps me a lot in getting connections with people. So she, I thank her very much for that. But yeah, that was fun. I think to date, I hope I'm not hurting anyone's feelings when I say this, but to date, my favorite Shenanigans interview is the one with Saber Spark.
Oh yeah,
and
I like that one too.
Well, see, when I watch it back, what I love about it when I see it, because I had to watch it back for like editing purposes and also to respond to comments because I like to be that kind of guy. But going back to watch it, I was like, I'm really entertained by this as a viewer because I really love the chemistry between me and Saber Spark. Because I remember noticing it's like it takes us like 30 minutes to actually get to a question because we just keep shooting shit back at each other. It's really entertaining. So, yeah, I think to date, the Saber Spark one is my favorite. I don't really have a least favorite either, but, definitely right now, the Saber Spark one is the one I'm easily the most proud of, and I think it's the most entertaining of all of them.
Yeah, because I know exactly what you mean. Actually, I like that one too. But also, now I asked, after watching a couple of those interviews you have with them, apparently after that, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have known about any of them. So after I watched that review or anything, and I liked the person actually. I not that long ago, but actually I just subscribed to his channel too, along with the other ones.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I could introduce these awesome, hilarious, and talented people to new guys.
Yeah,
Especially considering I have significantly less subscribers than the people who guest stars, so I guess that's a good thing that I'm giving them some form of traffic.
Yeah, because like I was watching one of his videos yesterday, and I gotta say, it was hilarious. I was like laughing.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious. He's fantastic. I love his stuff. Who knows? Maybe we'll do something in the future. I don't know.
No, I hope so, because that would be really entertaining and good. Then actually,
you and a bunch of other people. I think Josh Scorcher is one of the most requested collaborations that people want to see. That, and I think Black Nerd. And well, I don't think that's going to happen anytime
soon. Yeah, because you're saying that it was kind of hard for you to get him actually.
Josh Scorcher? Oh no, that was pretty easy. Black Nerd, I've never.
No, not Josh Scorcher. I was talking about Black Nerd.
I have yet to hear anything from that guy. I did a joke in a video where I said he's one that I'd really like to do something with, but I said in the video, I don't think you know who I was unless everybody emailed him, and then I cough, and as I'm coughing, you can see his email listed at the bottom of the screen. To sort of entice people to email him to request that. I don't know if anyone actually emailed him. It was just kind of a joke, but yeah, to date I haven't heard from Black Nerd. I do see on his Instagram and Twitter and such that there are fans that say do something with Aficionados Chris, so maybe he's somewhat aware. I don't know, but I mean, he's never answered one of my emails, but only time will tell. Maybe something in the future will happen. I don't know.
I hope so, because I'm looking forward to like any new video that you're making.
Well, I'm glad anyone is looking forward to seeing any of my silly little videos. You keep watching them, I'll keep making them.
All right, I always will. I always will. I always look forward to like your videos, because like when I see it on my subscription section, I see that you make a new video. I just click immediately because I want to see it badly.
Well, it's people like you that make it worth making those kind of videos, especially since your click helps me make a little revenue, so I can continue to make more videos. So anyone listening, always watch my videos because it really, really helps.
Yeah, exactly. I always want to. I always make a lot of videos too, but like I want more people to watch them too. But the scary thing is like every day, like when I check my laptop and I see like go on my YouTube channel, I see that I got like so many more views the next day than I did before.
It's always changing. That's how YouTube works. One night you'll put up a video that has nothing. The next morning it could just skyrocket. You never know nowadays.
Oh yeah, because actually, let me tell you this funny story. Because actually, I did a review on Equestria Girls 2 Rainbow Rocks, and like all of a sudden, like yes. when I first did it, it got like very little views, and all of a sudden I checked today, and it was like before it was like 20 views. I just checked today, and all of a sudden it was 83.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
it's clearly getting some traffic.
No, I was like just surprised. I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe this got 83 views. Like I was like really not expecting that many.
Well, soon it'll be 100.
Like, oh yeah, there's one video I actually did. I actually did like you ever heard of a blind reaction video?
I'm aware of them, yeah.
Yeah, I actually did a blind action video on one of my favorite Metalocalypse episodes, and like all of a sudden, like so far right now, it has like 95 views. Like, and I was like surprised. Like no other video actually had, like no other blind reaction video I made of that show got that many as that one episode.
Well, clearly it's working.
Yeah, I was like surprised. I was like, oh, I wonder when this will get to 100. Actually, and I'm still looking forward to that day when that 95 will turn into that perfect 100.
All in due time. Patience, all in due time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm still waiting for that one moment to happen. Actually, I always check my YouTube channel to see if any new views or any new updates have like appeared on my channel.
Yeah, you're just like me, always checking frantically.
Oh yeah, again, how long are you mostly on the computer? Because for me, I'm on it like every day.
I have to be on it every day because I'm either checking on a video or I'm editing another video. It's basically my job now. That's
exactly what I do too. I do that too all the time.
There you go. Yes, I've really enjoyed this little chit chat interview you've put together.
Oh, thank
Very
you.
well done. I don't get interviewed that often, so it is a nice change of pace because I'm usually the one doing the interviewing.
Exactly. Like, is there any questions you want to ask me, like, just out of curiosity?
No, I think you've asked quite enough that, it's more questions than I've ever received, really.
But is there anyone that you want to say to me about me, say anything to me exactly, just out of curiosity, just to know?
What would you say to people who have never heard of me?
Well, I would say to actually subscribe to you. You're very entertaining, very, very funny, very, very smart with what you do.
I'll take that. Wonderful.
No, and you're very well creative too. Like each time I watch a lot of your videos, I'm always like, I like that skit or I like that and also your theme song too. I love listening to that a lot of times when you.
Oh, everyone loves that theme song. That's thanks to my friend Will Ryan, Diamond Armada online. Check him out, DA Games. Wonderful, funny guy who makes just really good content.
Yeah, actually, I also was like one time I was scrolling down to your original videos, like the first ones, like the old ones you made. I was like, your theme song changed from like an old song to like the one you have now.
Oh god, that old one. Yes, I remember that. That was Sean Webby made that really old one, but obviously it's the new one that most people are very familiar with nowadays, and clearly because it never leaves anyone's heads.
Yeah, exactly. Also, there's one other question I actually wanted to ask. This is something I wanted to say, like, for you, actually, because, like,
throw it at me.
Like, I was watching your, episode review with you and, what was that girl again? Like, I'm trying to remember.
Pixie Blossom.
Yeah, yes, Pixie Blossom with the episode Bats, and I was, like, saying to you guys, I was like, what's up with you guys not liking the episode Hearts Warming Eve? I was thinking, like, what's up with that?
Yeah, well, if you say the Heartwarming Eve review, you'll actually get a whole idea as to why we're not particularly fond of that episode. So I will dare not spoil it. You'll have to do your homework.
All right, don't worry, I will.
I have given you a test. Now you must go do it.
Oh, don't worry, I will. I'm looking. I'll do it. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll write to you back to tell you that I did that.
I will grade your paper then.
No, I'm looking forward to that. Also, I was saying, also your reaction at the end of the episode review when you were like finding out that the same person who wrote that episode, did that same episode that you liked, and you were like saying to yourself, you were saying everything I know was a lie.
Yeah, that's based on a fact. That was my real reaction when I found that out when that episode first came out.
Yeah, I actually got.
Because the same with both me and Pixie Blossom. We found out because we both loved the episode, and we were like, "Wow, that was made by Meriwether Williams, who's a terrible writer." That's amazing.
Yeah, because I'm just saying your reaction to it. When I watched that, I saw that reaction.
It's very accurate. I'll guarantee that right now. It's very accurate to the real life reaction.
Oh, don't worry. I have a lot of real life reactions too when it comes to certain shows. Like when I found out that like this happened and something else happened, I'm like, what? Really? Except
there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Like except like not like I mostly like really. I'm like okay. I did not know that. Like how did I know that now that I didn't know before? No. Also, I also see that you do a lot of Disney reviews too of Disney movies.
Yes, I'm a big Disney nut. Love Disney movies.
Oh, because this is one thing I want to tell you. Have you ever? Let's not tell you. Ask you. Have you ever played the video game Kingdom Hearts?
I always wanted to when I was a kid, but I never owned a PlayStation 2. In fact, it was the only reason I ever wanted to own a PlayStation 2 was Kingdom Hearts. But I don't own one. My siblings do now, and I have yet to possess the game. I'm sure I can find a copy somewhere for like dirt cheap because the PlayStation 2 is an obsolete system now.
Yeah, because
only time will tell if I can get it.
Oh yeah, because because I was like, what? I was thinking like, since you like Disney a lot, I was thinking like, I was thinking, does he ever play Kingdom Hearts? Because that game is involved around a lot of Disney worlds and.
Well, it's a combination of my two favorite things when I was a kid, which was Final Fantasy VII, which is the only good Final Fantasy game that was 3D.
Oh yeah, one of my friends
and Disney. So it was like that game is basically made for me, and I have to date never played it.
That's exactly the same example. That's exactly what I was saying. I was saying he's such a big Disney fan. How can he have not played Kingdom Hearts?
I'm as shocked as you are, my friend.
Really, because I played all the Kingdom Hearts games, and I really love them a lot. Like it's considered to be my number one absolute favorite video game of all time because I love the story and everything around it.
Yeah. I'll be sure to. I'm going to try. I'll certainly. Maybe there's an emulator out there or something. I don't know, but I'll find my way to play the Kingdom of Hearts, especially since I think the third game is coming out this year, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, I agree because there's so many. If you want to catch up very quickly, if you get a PlayStation 3, they already made the Kingdom Hearts games, like the first one, the second one, and another one into one like entire disc actually. So you get and also there was another one that came out too this last year actually. They're called the HD Remixes 1.5 and 2.5, which has like all the Kingdom Hearts games so far like all together, so you don't need to like buy them in stores constantly.
Oh, that's very convenient. I'll be sure to do that instead.
Yeah, because I would highly suggest just getting that instead because well if you have a 3DS, there's one game after the second Kingdom Hearts that you actually have to play that continues off, but that's apparently just the only one you have to get after.
Ah, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, because it's easier. I was thinking to myself, actually, not that long ago when I got those games, I was thinking, why didn't they do this in the beginning instead of having to make all these sequel games separately? Because then it somehow forms on a new system, and then you have to buy that system, and then the money it costs, and then it gets too much to get.
Yeah, it's very, very inconvenient, but I do like the idea of combining all the games into an HD game console as well, so I guess they're remastered as well.
Oh yeah, it is. The graphics are much better, the quality of the picture is much clearer, and also the music sounds a lot better than it was in the original game.
Well, basically that's good for people like me who have never played it, so it'll be like playing it brand new.
Exactly, you have the experience of all the new HD qualities before instead of the old crappy ones that they just came out with.
I'll certainly take advantage of that. But yes, the Disney fan who reviews Disney Blu-rays has never played Kingdom Hearts. I am a terrible person.
No.
I think that's a wonderful way to leave off your little interview. A blasphemous statement.
No, also I was saying one other thing I want to say I'm trying to get it I'm trying to think of what I want. There's something I want to say but I got also if you're doing any DVD reviews actually I'd like to join you on one of them. Well,
only time will tell, I suppose. If it works, it works. I'll see if I can write something up.
All right, I will be looking forward to that. Don't worry, I get very excited when it comes to things I look forward to. I get really excited.
I'm glad. I'm always glad to hear things like that.
No, because there's this funny story, actually. On Christmas Day, actually, when I know I was getting my guitar, throughout the entire, Christmas Eve night, I kept on getting stomach aches, I think. I think because I was too overly excited or, that's something I ate.
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah.
Excitement can bottle up.
Yeah, exactly. And also I always watched this one Christmas movie, which I always loved ever since, I first got introduced to it. It was called A Christmas Story.
Yes, I grew up with that. I actually own that on DVD.
Oh, same thing for me too. I got it on Blu-ray too, but I watch it every single Christmas with my mom, and we watch a lot of Christmas movies throughout the Christmas season. We watch towards November all the way to December 25th actually on. That's what we do every single Christmas.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. I like that tradition. It makes me feel like I look forward to it every single year. I'm I'm gonna watch it now. We're getting ready to watch Christmas movies again, and I see it on TV all the time.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Well,
I hope
really
all your listeners enjoyed your little interview. Hopefully they did. You think they enjoyed it?
Oh, I bet you they would. It would be surprised.
I hope it wasn't too boring.
No, I bet. What I'm saying, they'll probably be interested in what I had to say.
Well, hopefully you're going to have a lot of editing to do, my friend. So you have 2 pieces of work. You're going to have to watch a video and edit this interview.
Exactly.
Yes. Hope you had fun. I'm Best Skedaddle, and be sure to tell all your friends about my silly little videos and all your viewers about these silly little videos and such.
Don't worry, I will. And also, I gotta say one last thing. Thank you very much for doing this interview. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Wonderful. Just tell all your friends that I exist, and who knows, maybe they'll like my garbage content. It's always appreciated.
And also, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. If we do another chat like this, is there a way we can do a video chat? I can we see each other's faces like that.
I can certainly add you to the exclusive fan Skype chat that I have.
Oh, please do. I would really enjoy that.
Get to talk to other fans of myself, so you'll basically have some common ground.
And also, thank you very much for. I gotta say, like, you're my first YouTuber I've ever interviewed, so it's really like exciting for me to know.
Oh, I'm blushing. Wonderful. I was his first. Yes. Well, I hope I made it a good one for you.
Yeah, and I gotta say thank you for being one of my. I was gonna say this, like, I'm glad that we actually became friends now.
Oh yeah, no worries, my friend.
Yeah.
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. And Stefan Goldberg, watch his channel, please.
All right, thank you, Chris.
Don't watch mine, watch his.
All right, all right. I'll see you around, Chris. I hope to talk to you pretty soon again.
Who knows?
All right. No, just type a message on my Skype and I'll get it out. If you're available, I'll definitely call you.
I'll certainly see.
All right. See you around. All right.
Goodbye.
All right. Bye. All right, and that's my interview with Aficionados Chris. I hope you liked it, and bye.